My name is Dabo Sekose. I'm the Vice President of Vice Chairman of CNCCI,
representing Kohima.
representing Kohima Chamber of Commerce.
I'm Sapanuli, Joint Secretary CNCCI, representing Pokot District.
Myself, Chidon Singh Mitri, Joint Secretary, representing Pine District.
Myself, Charlie Chamay Stampon, representing Gifrey Chamber of Commerce, and I'm the Secretary of CNCCI.
My name is Kekweli Tokelio. I'm Secretary of CNCCI and I'm representing Kohima.
My name is Kevin Nepombe. I'm representing DCCI in charge of finance.
My name is Dr. Seivilie, representing Dimapur Chambers of Commerce and Industries, and then elected as the Vice Chairman.
My name is Omega Yutumi. I'm representing as a CNCCI Grievances Tribunal for the second term.
Done. Yeah, I myself, Dr. Khekamuru, I've been elected to be the chair of CNCCI. This is my, I'm continuing as a chair for the second consecutive term. Thank you. Today we have called for this press conference, especially to inform our media friends to disseminate the information that the Confederation of Nagaland Chamber of Commerce Industry, we had an old tenure and new tenure handover and taking over ceremony today. We had our meeting, the Executive Council, and the Executive Council has elected new team of office bearers for the next tenure from 2025 to 30. The people sitting on this front row are the new team of the CNCCI, and we are also fortunate to have our district chamber from Newland, Dimapur, Kohima, and then Chumugidima to witness the ceremony. And we have done the official handover and taking over, and henceforth from today the new team will be taking care of the office of the CNCCI for next term. Itu ekta kowale apni khan ke matise. Secondly, on the issue of elected nominee representation with the government, I think we have been apprising the media for last 4 years about this issue. So we have given a very clear-cut press releases, and where we have stated that there has been some communication gap between the demands put forth by the 9 district chambers to the government, that is Urban and Municipal Council Department, and the department and the Chief Secretary who has communicated the issue to the Cabinet for the decision. So we felt that there has been some communication gap, and accordingly we have requested the Cabinet to re-examine, and also have requested the Chief Secretary as well as the department to apprise the government in detail what has happened for the last 4 years. In the last 4 years, we have written on several occasions, we have written to the Chief Secretary. We have also submitted a representation to Honorable CM, Honorable Deputy CM, and also to the advisor to urban development and municipal affairs. And we are grateful to the state government and the cabinet for taking up the matter at a very urgent basis, wherein it was discussed in the cabinet meeting about our demand. Unfortunately, the communication that we gave to the cabinet was that our 9th district made it very clear that the nominee is a non-negotiable demand. Whereas the meeting minutes that came out from the Office of Urban Development and Municipal Affairs stated that the department will put forth some kind of issue some circular and instruct the ULBs to accommodate the district chambers in taking decisions in a meeting, not necessarily giving a nominee, reserved nominee. So that was something which we made very clear on our meeting with the state government, and therefore we said that is not acceptable. So that miscommunication has come up, and we are going ahead with our since our demands were not met. Over the last 4 years, the CNCCI has tried our best to do the middleman work with our district chamber and the state government as an apex body. We took all the information, the responsibilities given to us by the district chambers, and we proceed with the government for the last 4 years. But despite all our pursuance, the state government has not come forward, and probably that's because of communication gap, and I believe that the cabinet will review it. We are very optimistic about that. But now the 9th district has already given a press release that they will go for shutdown. So the CNCCI now has left with no option but allow our 9 districts to go for shutdown by Monday. And the shutdown will be indefinite. The Monday is 19th of May 2025. We have promised our consumers, the public, that we will give adequate time and information for the upcoming shutdown. So we are giving this whole entire week, and the shutdown will kick in on Monday. I will give time to 2 of my co-chair to also supplement.
See, as cited by our chairman, the shutdown called on 19th May 2025 is not at the personal interest of the CNCCI as a body, but as mandated by the district chambers and also as requested by the 9 aggrieved district chambers of commerce and industries. The shutdown has been called with effect from 19th May.
9 districts to Pulibo.
Dimapur, Chumagirima, Newland, Peren, Waka, Zineboto, Pek, Siminu, and Meluri.
I would like to tell our viewers that what we are doing here is not for our personal interest. This is for the consumers, because most of the ULBs, what we feel is most of the ULBs are unregulated. So we would like to have a representation in the ULBs so that we will have a minimum, we will have a sort of presence in the ULBs.
What do you mean by unregulated?
No,
You said the ULBs are unregulated.
no, that they are regulated, but not by, we don't have a representation in the business affairs of the thing.
Business bodies have no representation.
Yeah, no representation in the ULBs.
We have been saying this that the Indian Parliament, as all of us know, the Rajya Sabha has a provision to nominate people from various fields. All of us know that. And over the last 17 years, consistently, people from economic or from business background has been accommodated in the Rajya Sabha because they are the stakeholders. Now, in urban local bodies, we have been saying that since business community is one of the major stakeholders, whereby we are contributing to our urban local bodies through trade license, through sanitation fees and various other fees. And therefore, and we are the one who is in the market. Therefore, we have been saying that as a major stakeholder, the government should appreciate our willingness to be part of the ULBs to contribute whatever little we have to have for the community. So instead of appreciating, we are being marginalized. That is our grievances. For example, now there are lots of issues in the market which from the top you will not see, but from the bottom, as a businessman, we are facing day in and day out. For example, the issue of toll tax has been subsumed by GST law, but in the name of other nomenclature or other, by giving other name like transition fee, right? Transition tax or fee. They are collecting that. That is unregulated. That is within outside the mandate of GST law and outside the mandate of Municipal Act. Now, India is a capitalist economy and a democracy where open competition is a rule of the law. That is mandated by the Constitution. Now, in certain ULBs, it has been licensing. For example, mineral water, XYZ only can import, XYZ can only do the mineral water business in certain ULBs. Now, are we saying that the particular community will drink only, this is a living water bottle, mineral water. If that XY permit holder wants to sell only this living water bottle, will public not have a choice of what he wants to drink? Example, there is a lease on a potato. If a particular Mr. X brings a rotten potato, but he doesn't want to run in loss, so if he sells that, and as long as that does not get exhausted in the market, will the public be forced to consume that? I mean, these are issues that is confronting the business community. Now, the public here, we want to make it very categorically clear. As a businessman, unethically we will do that. Or as a businessman, we may indulge in that, but that is not what CNCCI stands for. CNCCI stands for open, competitive, transparent market. And therefore, we want to apprise the government that there are a hell lot of issues which needs to be streamlined.
So the representative from the different district chamber of commerce do the urban bodies, do they be just advisory in nature, or do they have voting rights?
No, we have never asked for the voting rights, but we have said that the Municipal Act permits certain numbers of individuals to be nominated as a nominee without voting rights, but they will be part of the councils of ULBs. So we are asking that at least a member from the business community in each district be accommodated. Initially, our demand was for every town council, but the government here, again I want to stress it very clearly, during early days of our negotiation, that is during 2021 and in between 2024, the government requested us in their official chamber that Now for the first phase, let's go for only districts, not small towns and towns. So accordingly, we have also agreed with the government of such proposal. Now one fine day election has happened and then we were kept in dark and we were not accommodated except for Mokokchung and Kohima, which we are very grateful to the government. But at the same time, that has aggrieved other 9 districts. So the issue here is all of stepmotherly treatment laga kothabi ditastra district ula. So that's why we are requesting the government that kindly use the same yardstick for all the districts. It to be request for us. Aro kwa nishna this is nothing like out of box manga bin hoy. Parliament tak be accommodate kuro parisi bole to what is local self governance? It is to be governed by the stakeholders, and I think all of us as a citizen of a particular ULBs, we are all stakeholders, and therefore we feel that government should not hesitate to accommodate us in our demand. Yes. Thank you so much.
Some shopkeepers, we asked around if they're even aware of why their shutters are being down. Many of them were not even aware of the situation, basic knowledge of it also. And they were just informed to pull their shutters down. And the main stakeholders, as you were saying, are also them. And on top of that, Sabah also mentioned that if they have paid money to the DMC for trade licenses, why are they also in this to pull their shutter down again and lose business because it's indefinite as well?
Yeah, wonderful. I think that's a very good question. That I think that answering should be done by my district chambers, not us. But every district chamber has their own sub units, and they are coordinating with their district chambers. And I think they will answer it. But here, the consumers. Firstly, the consumers need to understand. It's not a communist country where you will be asked to, wear a particular pattern of uniforms or dress or drink particular brand of water or eat some. Itu no. Consumers need to have a choice. That's number one, and that's not happening. We are very scared of pushing out hundreds of employments out of businesses. Itu la concern ekta ase de, and that is for our own business, Naga business community nimde ko ase de. Number 2, entrepreneurs nimde ko ase. Number 2 to ame age de ko nishina thik ase government bra kurile to upai nai do. All of us may think of doing something good for business public, but there are also unscrupulous business people are there. Takando itula chance loikena rate uthai do to. Which businessman will buy a bottle of water for 9 rupees and sell it at 5 rupees? He will definitely sell it at 10 rupees to make a business. So, Amikando, saman inega market to inega jaisho gole to Amikando, in order to survive, the business community has to increase the price. And if the prices are increased, who is the ultimate? Who is it ultimately affecting? It's the consumers. And when I say consumer, it is from our honorable governor as a head of the state till सबसे दुखिया मानव के भी effect करे आसो तो. So here it is not the fight of a business community per se, but it has to be the fight of consumers, and we appeal it to the consumers to see to it that full cooperation are given because it's their fight. And also our Naga Manukan ke request kora se iniga source pra bahal pra najani ke na. Don't accuse us because we are fighting for their employment. We are fighting for their enterprises. So I want to appeal it to the public. Now, in respect to the shutter down, the Dukandar Kanpra Buja no Buja Lagadu, that I think the district chambers knows it. They are doing their homework. But like if we are talking about Dimapur district, it's such a big town. For an information to be disseminated within a day or two, it takes time. Or kon ba to dukandare ase hole bi newspaper bi no pare no pure WhatsApp bi no thake black and white mobile dhare keep it number dhare to it takes time for information to trickle down. So we need to understand that also. Yeah.
Again, I'm the example like that side cruise water bottle that. So maximum incident opportunity, I'm sure you must be aware of that.
Yeah.
So Kumba town council na pra ina tender hisab de ekjon ki digina ina market control la pura incident bi meje firmate kaina ase.
Yes.
Pura incident opportunity tender bi dia la opportunity apni itu CNCCI ka ki pai.
Itula issue exactly. I think we are on the right issue. That is being replicated across Nagaland, where ULBs are. We have the issue. I won't mention, but this issue came to the office of CNCCI. We endorsed to the district chamber, Tumagidima district chambers, and the Tumagidima district chamber further endorsed that to Pima district chamber of commerce. And we jointly could come up with certain solution and give some respite to the business community. But ekta level pra fight kuri thakile to 5 years to khatam hoy jabo to. So the streamlining has to come in, where the business community is saying that at least all of the ami khan bi jana mana ase ami khan ki halile streamlining we can guide, at least we can go in a meeting, sit in a meeting and tell them that iniga business laga issues in the matters of business, this is the right way of pursuing this kind of agenda. The friction will not be there, but it will run smoothly. So this is in the benefit of both ULBs, the government, consumers and the business community.
Not giving a nominee the seat, since you've been pursuing it for quite a few years, have they given any reason, being Dimapur, in context of Dimapur, being a commercial hub of the whole state?
I think the reason is best known to the government, because for us, we were very optimistic that all the 10 districts, 11 districts. Initially, it was just 10 districts because Milori got its districthood after the ULB election only. So we were very optimistic 9 districts power, but how that only 2 could be accommodated, we are not aware. Government has not communicated to us. But that is where again the whole issue of Nodila bal na all of the so that has become the issue, one sticking point again. So I think this is not for the business community, it is for the right of consumers.
So if there is a nominee that is the government agrees to give for the 9 districts, and again in context of Dimapur, can we be assured, the consumers be assured that certain things will change drastically in regard for the consumers, maybe doing away with the syndicate system or something like that? What assurances are going to be there if there is a nominee, and what will be the change?
There has been press release in the paper, you know very well. So regarding DCCI and DMC, you have all known. So it's up to the government, state government, whether what has happened, why nominee has been given to Kohima and Mokokchung, not in Dimapur. As you all know that the highest revenue, Dimapur is there. So it's up to the state government to give the reply. We as Dimapur Chamber of Commerce Industry, we have given lots of representation to the state government. Still now there is no reply. And we have gone through this, our parent body, CNCCI. So we are still yet to get the confirmation from them.
What changes, assurances?
I think we cannot specifically say that we can do this. We cannot promise unless you before entering the system. But at least the voice of dissent, not in bad sense, but at least you can when wrong decision are about to take, at least the business community can, at least point it out, so that certain kind of changes or, reframing can be done. So at least to some extent, we feel that we can help. So here the issue is not going inside the ULBs and fighting them. The issue is going inside ULBs and supporting them, to streamline and make sure that everyone is at the winning side. So that's it. And as my DCCI Vice President has said, the CNCCI has done enough of its part of doing troubleshooting between government and the district chambers. And now with the 9 district chamber coming out separately in a press release saying that they are going for a shutdown, the CNCCI has done its best and we have no choice now but to let the 9 district chambers go ahead with their shutdown by 19th of May 2025.
Sir, last question. This is in regard with the indefinite shutdown, as you have announced. Itu last time they abdingan itu shutdown announced kurang the public business association, especially town recent indication. To tangkal na kuala kain sa pero tang na business tabi effect ko pala itu shutdown na time. To this abdingan na indefinite shutdown do itu voluntary hopefully as na forceful shutdown ulit.
See, I think we need to answer that. Number one is very clear. This is not anti-government or against government. Okay, we are just exercising our democratic rights of showing displeasure. So it is going to be 100% peaceful. We assure that. We are going to communicate with all the district chambers that it has to be 100% peaceful. We are not going to affect any essential thing like medicines and fuels and all. Schools, everything will be as usual. And also, it is going to be voluntary. Now, here, because of social media, I think sometimes things are over exaggerated and over exploded. As I have said earlier, for example, small towns you can immediately inform within few hours about the issues, but big towns like Kohima or be it Chumagidima or Dimapur, it's very difficult to disseminate information or issues within a time given frame of 2-3 hours, days like it. We are giving ample time till Monday, so it should reach to the every business shops and then associations and unions. So it should not be an issue. My district chambers will take care of that. Our district, Dimapur district chamber. And for that, any further issue, then you can always contact them, the Dimapur district chamber of commerce.
Done,
Yeah. So.